Hello, my name is Ryan, and today I'm going to teach you how to separate the flat from the point, and I've made no preparation, no script. Online recently, I've seen some people talking about not being able to fit briskets in the smoker that they have. So a lot of people were talking about it's easy, just separate the flat from the point. But then I saw a lot of people asking, well, how do you do that? So I'm going to answer that question today. I got this at Costco. It's Kirkland Choice. I got it on sale. It was just under $3 a pound. I thought this would be the perfect example to show you because whoever butchered this absolutely gouged this to the point that as it sits right like this, in order for me to trim this, I would have to cut about half of the brisket off. But I've been wanting some ground beef, so I cut this in half. So I'm going to be able to show you what's inside of the brisket. This brisket is not trimmed yet, so this is going to show us right here where the meat from the point comes in. This is the flat right here. This is the point. They're separated by this seam of fat and connective tissues right here. I've seen some complex explanations, but I'm going to break it down for you. Here's the inside of the brisket. This is your point meat. But if you see there's a ton of fat up here, like all of this is gonna come off. You would essentially just trim this portion off. You do have the right stuff, and I believe in you. The big question that I'm seeing a lot of people ask is, should you go ahead and follow this fat seam and like separate this out in a thin strip? Or can you just cut it about halfway like this? So it boils down to, do you want to be technical and just follow this fat seam? Or you can just pick the centerpiece, move just slightly to the point side, and you can just cut it. It's up to you. If you are trying to separate it out, following this fat seam is going to get you there. And so I'm going to do that for you real quick and just show you what that looks like. I'm going to follow this seam for one, and then I'm going to just hack it down the middle for the other one, and we can look at them side by side. All right, you would start off just by removing this top portion. Make sure you have a sharp knife. Tried doing this at my parents' house and they don't have a sharp knife. All right, nice and easy. You're just gonna cut in here. Follow the fat seam. If you get into the meat a little, that's okay. You're gonna go through and retrim all of this anyway. Okay, this needs to be trimmed. Obviously there's some fat and connective tissues here, but this is the actual separation of flat and the point. Super easy, ish. All right, if you're just gonna go down the middle, take this fat cap that's going about right here, and as we can see, if we look on here, if we follow that just a little bit to the right, centerpiece just slightly on the point side. Then that gives you this piece right here, and you can round off these edges so they don't dry out when you're actually smoking this, but that'll give you less of a footprint for each piece of meat if you're having trouble fitting something in the smoker. That is, if you're not going to hang it. I've been seeing that going around recently. I'll do a video on that. It just looks like it's fun. This is not as technical, but I think this is a lot easier in my opinion. First is going through and following to get this piece of meat versus this piece of meat. One is a lot thinner because it's from that side of the brisket, but once it's trimmed, they're gonna be about the same. I know one is faster, not as technical, but it's faster, like my dating life. I'm kidding, I'm married, happily married. You can't see the ring, it's right here. No ring, no thing. Just a disclaimer, if you follow my advice, you'll probably have about as much luck as I have. If you got something to say about this, let me hear about it in the comments. You win, you win. No winners over here. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, click the bell. I don't know what any of that means. I'm on YouTube. Have a good day. It's 8 p.m. All right, let's wrap this. Goodbye, my two cameras. I love you.